Today's subject, how long do I need to keep my records when it comes to property? Hi, I'm Jeff Banks, the founder of Banks Consultancy, Not Your Ordinary Accountants, and these are our tidbits of today. And today's subject, how long must I keep records when it comes to the tax department regarding my investment property? Now that's a bit of a loaded question, because when it comes to tax records, the tax department like you to keep information for 5 years. Now what does that mean? It means 5 years from the last time that they contacted you regarding that particular investment or transaction. So if I do my tax return in July this year, that anything in relation to the rental income or the expenses that I have shown in that particular return, I have to then hold for 5 years from the date I get my assessment. And that time starts again if the tax department then query anything that I've got in my tax return. Now, throw a spanner in the works, if we talk about capital gains, it's not 5 years from the date that I purchased the property, it's 5 years from the date that I've sold the property and then got my assessment from the tax department, and hopefully there hasn't been a query from them which then extends it further. So if I bought a property back in 2000 and I sell it in 2014, not only do I have to hold that information for 14 years, being the period from the date that I purchased it, but for another 5 years after that. So effectively, you could be holding the original contract of purchase for some 20 years. Now, if you bought something in 1986, which was when capital gains tax was well and truly started, then you might look to be holding pieces of paper for an awfully long time. Now, again, we cannot stress enough that if it is not written, it did not happen. So if you can't produce the settlement sheet or the contract with the purchase of that particular property, it's going to be very difficult if the tax department say that, hey, you didn't buy it for that amount. Our records show that we were able to see a valuation of that particular property at that particular time was this amount. We're going to tax you accordingly. So you just need to be careful that everything is there at the time when you need it. I'm Jeff Banks, the founder of Banks Consultancy, and we are Not Your Ordinary Accountants.